Financial Wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
We brought on a good friend, Michael Hellickson, with Club Wealth. How about that name? I'm going to change our name because ours doesn't say it. It just says Don and Gino. They start ordering pizzas from us. How's it going, Michael?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Doing excellent. Good to have you back on the show, buddy.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. You know, I got to tell you, as I'm hearing you talk, I'm excited about the plethora of ideas that you have on the National Real Estate Cafe. That's awesome.
Well, it's great to share time with somebody that tries to give back because really, I don't know about you, Michael, but I don't get paid to do this. I know Gino doesn't because we get the same non-paycheck, but we do this to share, and we figure if you give, you will receive, or at least you'll feel good about helping more people, and that's what our goal has been for now 5 years. That's why we keep doing it every week, and we know you're the same way, and you've actually even transferred your business to help more, right?
You know, it's funny. I tried for a long time to get out of coaching. And, I just thought, gosh, I'm just going to go out. I'm going to buy a bunch of businesses and sell a bunch of businesses. And we did that for a little while, and it was all right. But, man, I just kept getting pulled back into coaching real estate agents. And it's funny because one of my clients, you guys might know him. You guys probably know Mike Bjorkman.
Of course. We know him well. Yeah. He's working with one of our loan officers on a regular basis. He's a gunner. He does a good job. He works hard. Really yeah, with HomeSmart.
Mike kills it. And I was staying at his house here, I don't know, a while back. And he says to me, Michael, what are you doing? What are you out there just running around buying all these businesses and stuff? He says, you are missing what you were born to do. Why aren't you doing what you're born to do? And he was talking about coaching. And he spent a day and a half just railing on me about needing to get back into coaching and how important it was that I really be in harmony with, kind of what I was born to do. And anyway, long story short.
You should get passionate about that, by the way, Michael. We can tell you're not passionate about it at all. See, it excites you just thinking about doing what you like to do, right? I mean, that's why you love doing what we do.
That's just it. I mean, when you love what you do, it shows and it matters and it has value. But when you're just kind of trudging along just for the almighty buck, it's like, is it really doing what I want it to do? Is it really fulfilling in the way that I need to be fulfilled? I don't know. So he got me into it. He got me back into coaching, and I got to tell you, man, I love my favorite days of the week are my coaching days where I have my one-on-one coaching calls, and I got to tell you, it's funny because now that I coach again, I'm coaching Mike as one of our clients, and I got to tell you, every time I get off the phone with that guy, it's always an epiphany. It's always, and I'm coaching him, but I'm coming away with it feeling like I got built up and I got something out of it. And I don't know, as I hear you talking about, what you're doing with your audience and how you guys are giving back constantly, I just think the real blessings are in the giving, not the receiving.
Absolutely. That's a good point. And what's nice, Michael, you can probably attest to this. And a lot of you who are listening out there are going, why did we bring on a coach? Now, he's a real estate coach, and he's going to give us all a lot of great tips in our own lives of what we need to think about and how to prioritize and how to focus. But also what you should be looking for in your real estate professional or any professional, because coaching's coaching. I've learned that a long time. I've been through coaching. It's changed my career completely. And a lot of you out there, especially with the new year, this is actually very apropos, considering everybody at this time of the year thinks about next year's going to be better. I'm going to make some adjustments. And then February hits.
Yeah, and then they stop. It's funny. One of the things, let's back up a step and talk about why Michael became a real estate coach is because you're one of the top producing real estate agents in the nation for many, many, many years, and then you sold your business, right?
I did, yeah. We had quite a ride. We were listing and selling just over 100 homes a month. And,
not too shabby.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
most of our agents out here don't do that for the whole year. There's like 5 of them. Michael's one of them. Yeah. Mike Bjorkman's one.
Mike's one of them. Yeah,
he's one of the top 5 out here. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. And it was great. I enjoyed real estate, and for 20 years we did very, very well with it, and it was very fulfilling for a long time. And just after about 20 years, I kind of got to that point where I was like, it's time for something else. I had some life events happen that made it possible for me to make a decision to do something different, and here we are. And it's been a great run ever since. But I got to tell you, when it comes to selling that many homes, that's the thing that cracks me up about California agents especially. I talk with California agents and they think, gosh, I just had a great year. I just closed 20 homes. And I'm thinking, 20 homes, that's a great week.
Yeah. Well, and
the next week.
And the reason we bring this up is, of course, anytime, our listeners out there, and we thank you for tuning in on this Saturday, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And you can watch this show live by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. We have cameras on this. We have Skype on this. We are moving up into the 80s.
I remember when you were talking about, that reminds me of a story that Don tells all the time when he was, a young up-and-comer in the mortgage industry in the 80s or so, in the past. And he goes to one of his mentors and he says, "Hey, what's your volume look like?" And he's like, 14 million.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, that's a good month." And Don was like, "That was my year."
And all he said was, "Oh, son, we got a lot of work ahead of us." I'm like, "Oh." But he changed my career. And one of the things that we have learned, and one of the things I want to touch on, because everybody can have this in their lives, is that I used to work with anyone. Anybody that would potentially give me business, I didn't realize the ROI, meaning how much effort I put into them versus what I got back. And it was like pushing a string at times. And it made me actually get out of the business for a while because I put in all this effort and didn't get any in return. I got it used and abused, basically. And my mentor, Jim McMahon, you probably heard that name. He's a national speaker, amazing mentor of mine. And he basically told me, "Don, there's enough people that'll do business your way to not worry about those who don't." And it's the same thing about friends, businesses, anything in life. It really has changed my entire life with that same philosophy. Do you agree with that?
True, No, it's absolutely true. You've got to be willing to say no. You got to be willing to fire a client once in a while. And as you do that, you can kind of get in tune with who you are and who you really want to be. And people will be naturally attracted to that. And the people that aren't naturally attracted to that, they're not your right client anyway. So don't worry about it.
I agree. We've changed our own philosophy this whole year is now working with only the top real estate professionals because they get better value, not just because they give us more business, but now we spend 80% of our time on the top 20%, especially instead of the other way around because they're so needy, and it allows us to give our clients better experience overall.
I was just going to say, it's always a better experience when you work with professionals because ultimately one of our responsibilities as being a lender is being able to refer a great real estate agent. So I want to make sure that the people that I partner with, I can refer on a day-to-day basis.
No doubt. All right, so a lot of you out there going, all right, who is this guy? Mr. Michael Hellickson with Club Wealth, world-class coaching and world-class results. And we brought him on because a lot of you are thinking about where do I go for this next year and how do I get better? How do I have a better year? And Michael's going to go through some basic steps that are good for a lot of real estate professionals. So if you're a real estate professional, definitely pay attention. This will change your life. And two, just in general, coaching's coaching, and making a real plan is going to make the difference in your life. So Michael, mind if we go over some of those steps in the next 3 segments?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We definitely want to talk about getting that foundation built right. And it applies to anybody, whether you're in real estate, mortgage, whether you're in some other line of work, and you're trying to get ready for 2016. There's some things that you want to do right now to make that happen.
All right. So right now, make sure you stay tuned. Again, you can go to donandgino.com. You can listen on your computer if you have to leave the car. We will be right back. Don't go away.